One that counts. These are the people playing, and there's the Scottish team for you, captained by Scott White, number 10 for them, with the Hoyland at number 7. Looks like he might be injured, Damien Hoyland, because he's the top try scorer for Scotland, but is not starting. South Africa, on the other hand, are putting out their top-looking team with a lot of speed, although they are giving Rhino Benjamin a start in this one. He's been mostly coming off the bench in the tournament here so far. Dallas Seymour is with me. I'm Keith Quinn. What sort of contrast will we see in these two teams, Dallas?
Well, certainly we'll be seeing the abrasiveness of South Africa. They'll be wanting to take their forwards up and really instill their pattern on the Scottish team, and then set free their speedsters out wide. They haven't done it very successfully all tournament. And Scotland, well, I've just played a really good team pattern the whole tournament. Hoyland's been their standout player. As you said, he's on the bench, but two well-matched sides in the context of this tournament.
So the team in the green, South Africa, won the previous two tournaments in Dubai and Port Elizabeth, but they aren't going to be the winners of the Wellington Sevens. That'll be decided in the next match between New Zealand and England. Meantime, the South Africans hope to gain maximum points here. 17 points on the Grand Prix style table. For the Scots, this is a fantastic performance. This is their best ever showing on the IRB tour, to play off on a fourth match. A really good effort for them. And there is their captain giving them a good talking to, Scott White. He's from very good place for sevens. He comes from Melrose, which of course is where sevens began all those years ago. Neil Powell, the coach of South Africa. The countdown is set. The referee is Nick Bryant from New Zealand, and Scott White kicks off for Canada, for Scotland in the dark colours against South Africa in the green. So starts with a push of a player going in, and starts with a fumble. So mistakes by both teams early. Is that an indication of nerves in this bronze match for third and fourth place? There is Gillespie, Mark Robertson. Out it goes towards White. He's got James Fleming, is pretty quick at the outside. I'll say he is. James Fleming. Well, the family's been here before. You remember his dad, Jim Fleming, the referee. So this is Jim Fleming Jr. Wow, what a dash. Those South Africans are really quick, Dallas.
And he made them look really slow. A fantastic piece of work by Scotland. The South Africans had come up out wide and left the space open, and a great little pickup by Scott White, and Fleming just backed himself to go down. Very little room to move, evading the tackle of the South African defence, and all he can do is watch as Fleming runs around underneath the posts.
Take it back to the mistake by Sinatla. They had the penalty and they lost it forward, and then Scotland kept the ball and scored.
Willie Losay, ex-Tongan international, on the sideline with us as well. So here comes South Africa. Warwick Gelant down towards the 22-metre line. There's a lot of speed in the South Africa team, and a lot of toughness too. Frankie Horn and Crocker Smith. And Frankie takes a quick tap. Boom, crash. Frankie's on the field. Out it goes to Gelant. Wide to the captain, Kyle Brown, who gets the starting role, who gets the starting try for South Africa.
And right from the kickoff, South Africa strike right back. Frankie Horn takes it forward, takes it to the line. All the Scottish defenders were hanging off him. And the ball is passed out to number 6, Kyle Brown. South Africa back on level terms.
7-all. Crowd are enjoying this one. There's a sense amongst the largely Kiwi crowd, I suppose, that it's all a build-up for the big final. But for Neil Powell, he'll be looking for those championship points. Remember, 22 points for the cup winner and 19 for the runner-up. 17 for the winner of this level of competition game and 15 for the runners-up. So this is a good total for Scotland. Branko du Preez, one of the smallest guys in the tournament, kicks off. And South Africa.
You're playing the ball on the ground. Playing the ball on the ground.
Who?
Yes.
Me, sir?
And fantastic work by the South African forwards to turn over that ball. A wayward pass goes overhead and very good counter-attack defence by number 12, Gavin Lowe.
Ciabello Sinatla.
In the side.
They're playing it tough, the Scots. They're in this big time at the moment, 7-all, 3 minutes to go till half-time. They take it quick and run away, Gavin Lowe. Or wrenched off him by Benjamin. And taken by Warwick Gelant, and over he goes. New to the tour this year, Warwick Gelant, and he gets the try.
And a big mistake here by Scotland. All they needed to do was to take the ball out left, back into traffic. Ball ripped away by Rhino Benjamin, and it's an easy trot over for Warwick Gelant. Scotland will be kicking themselves for that one. They just gave the ball over, and South Africa took their chance.
Great goal kicker, Branko du Preez. So there it is, 14-7. South African management team, Ashley Everett and Hugh Everson, the manager and physio, Neil Powell, the coach. On the Scottish side, it's Callum McRae, the coach. John Manson is the manager. Kerry Kirk is the physio. And Graham Shield is here as well, who's been around Scottish rugby, playing, coaching. And words being explained there.
All the way, Frankie. I've got some foul play report.
Okay, let's listen to this for the referee.
9 blue,
Yep.
net roll, the player out of the ruck.
Okay. So, how serious is it?
I think it warrants a yellow card.
Okay, so 9 blues played the man around the neck, dangerous play. Okay, thank you. Number 9. Number 9. You've played the man around the neck, it's dangerous play, it's a yellow card.
And there goes Darren Gillespie. He lives as a Scotsman, a true Scotsman, lives in Christchurch, New Zealand. Called into the team. A bit of a rugby league background as well down there, but so he goes to the bin.
And we'll look for South Africa to turn the screws here, just pressuring the Scottish players into making silly little mistakes. Couple of double cuts in there. Some really heavy tackling going in this final for the bronze playoff.
Gee, this is the bronze playoff. We've got the big cup to come. There's a bit of one of those wrestling rollovers that they don't approve of. Done by Kyle Brown there. Here's Frankie Horn. Now here's the speedster, Sinatla. He's given it to Gelant. And Sinatla again. Over it goes. That's the third try.
And the South Africans using the space, using their advantage of the man down. The ball goes out to Gelant. He pops it up to Sinatla, who winds around, finds a gap. And the Scottish players, it is too tight, too much space to cover. It's just a matter of who is going to score.
Well, they're chasing, aren't they? That's the problem, is that they're watching the South Africans recycle the ball.
Here's the penalty.
And this is where the penalty occurred
Sure
there.
thing.
You can't
Yeah, sure thing, yeah.
take a player out around the head, and that's what they did. And that's why he's in the naughty boys chair, and South Africa taking full advantage.
Gee, I thought I saw Kyle Brown do the same thing just a minute later.
Let's go, Green. Let's keep it moving, please, quickly.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Scotland because they've played so well. When they've taken the initiative and with a positive mindset, they've really tested teams, and at the moment they're just holding back with South Africa.
21-7. Robertson deflects it down to his teammate behind. That's Niall Godsmark. Through White. Fleming.
Release green.
The South Africans will know to mark him.
Playing advantage, not on your feet.
White. Robertson. Big, tough man in the midfield. Good pass away to White. Gee, White got hit hard by little Branko de Sinatla. Another one for Siabalo Sinatla.
Thanks.
And unfortunately, that little error coughed up. Open up the space for Sinatla. Too much speed for number 11, Christine. Those little mistakes just really hurt you, especially when you're a man down. It was a great spot tackle there by number 7, Branko de Prea. The ball pops up to Sinatla. And you don't get them much easier than that.
Sevens rugby fans in Glasgow remember the Commonwealth Games final there last year. Sinatla got 2 tries there in the great victory over New Zealand for the gold medal. And at half-time here, South Africa leads Scotland by 28-7.